Now, Atheus is a really specific hero just because he's a flying hero and in the same time he lead magic units. This is something that we have to keep in mind when we actually make the talent tree and when we check the skills. Now, if we check the skill, he do pretty nice damage, 800 skill damage factor, and in the same time he get rage, 30% chance to get 60 rage when you level up this 5 times. But in the same time he actually have a flying units. If this is from flying units, all healing they receive is increased by 4%. Now these first two spells Atheus don't have any type of healing, but the last one is actually providing some healing, 30% chance to grind healing when attacked at healing factor 400. Now from here comes the big question, for what we actually want to use Atheus. He's a flying hero with some flying unit upgrades, sorry, but in the same time he lead magic units and actually have a skill, pretty nice skill, 800 skill damage factor, and also can fire up really fast, 30% chance to regen 60 rage. My personal opinion is Atheus should be with the magic troops, no matter that he is a flying hero, just because we want to fire up his spells as fast as we can. And yeah, 800 is nice, this regeneration is pretty nice. He have also healing, and just because he actually have this 50% if you level up everything, healing receive bonus if he's flying units, no one actually care about this. We care to fire up as fast as we can and as more as we can. So let's jump to the skills. First, foundation talents, we have to do it. This is basically attack of the legend. Here I'm going to go with the march speed just because I want to make this hero as mobile as I can. Here you can choose Darkling or gathering speed or HP of your legion, which I'm going to choose. This hero will be not something that will gather or something like this. But once it hurt, all units 1% attack, 5% march speed. Great talent that you have to level up before you actually go in the core talents of this hero. So we're not going to go with the flying units, just for me it's just pointless. So I'll go with the magic units, and starting with the magic HP is increasing the HP of your legion magic units by 0.5%. So it can go to 2.5% I think. After the magic HP, I'm going to go with this pretty nice talents. When casting rage skill, your legion has 25% chance to get 15 rage. Now I'm not so sure is this percentage increase or the rage increase when you level up this one, but definitely I will go for this one. I will not care for the legion or for the march speed. We just want to make this hero faster fire. The next skill I'm going to go is this one. Your legion deals 0.8% more skill damage. We want to make this hero hit hard. So far we're trying to make him regen rage as fast as he can. So I'm going to go with this so he can do little more damage. The rest of the talents is just taking less normal attack damage, and here we have some legion attack increase by 0.5%, but we're going to focus on the hero skill damage. Now in general, the talent tree for each hero is legion or the hero. You want to increase your legion attack and defense and so on, or you want to increase your hero skill damage. For example, the Garwood, since he is a tank, you want to increase your legion attack power, defense, health and so on. But in our case, for Atheus, we want to get as more hero skill damage we can, as more rage regeneration we can, so he can actually fire up as fast as he can. Now for the elite talents, basically 8% chance to add additional target to the rage skill that deals damage to the multiple targets, or this one basically legion related skill. I'm going to go with this one, just 8% when you face normally in the wars there is a lot of people in the same place, and in these cases the heroes that actually hit more from one target has huge advantage over the rest of the heroes. So I know it's 8%, but still definitely is pretty nice about the wars. We're going to make Atheus basically a PvP hero. I know we have some PvP tree here, but we're going to go focus first on the magic one. Now the next skill I want to go is this one, Orb of Protection. When casting Rage skill, your Legion has 25% chance to get a shield factor 40. Now I guess it will be increased by 5%, maybe shield factor 200, not so sure, but definitely it will be really nice to actually get some kind of shield. And since Atheus also have a healing, so he can get shield, he can get healing, and he can fire up faster. In general, the mage units don't actually need that much healing and shields since they're actually fire up from the distance, basically very far. But if you compare to the rest of the things you can actually get, you definitely want to go with the Orb of Protection. So in our case, since we go with the shield, with this, when you cast Rage skill, we can go with this one, increase your Legion shield granted by 1%. So one of the skills is basically chasing the target, so the enemy hero can't actually escape, because this 5 seconds march speed, I think here will be maybe 20% for 5 seconds. And the second one is actually killing the enemy legion, because if they're less than 50%, your legion deal way more hero skill damage. I will go with this one just because I can, in the wars, there is a lot of players, and since you're a very far hitter, you can just pick the targets that have the less than 50% HP and go basically to kill them. Now the was skill, basically the was elite point here in this tree, in the magic tree, is between, this one is when your legion is entirely of magic units, you do 2% more skill damage for 10 seconds every time you gain buff effects up to 10%. Now we have to mention something about the mage units, is basically you don't actually have a magic unit so far from what I see that actually provide you with some kind of buff. O is the buff. For example, slow the enemy march speed, this is a debuff, it's not actually a buff. Or reduce their attack or something like this, this is the buff, not buff. So if you want to go for this talent, you may actually want to go with some other hero that can provide this. Maybe for example this one, Eliana. She's not a PvP hero, but it can give you a divine shield for 5 seconds. This is something that is actually a buff. The rest of the things, for example the Waudur here, is reducing their attack by 8% for 2 seconds. This is actually a debuff, so we have to there is a difference between these two things. So here depend on you with what you want to pair Atheus. I will make separate video about what you can actually pairing your Atheus hero, but so far for me I'll actually go with this one just because I'm going to use other hero that will provide me with some kind of buff. Also is a good skill when you fight Behemoths or something like this, when you get 10% at total, since the fight is like 3 minutes, and if you get this 10% at maybe 20 seconds after the battle is started, you're going to have this 10% till the end of the till the end of the battle. So pretty nice percentage here. So after we finish this tree, we can actually go for the PvP. I don't like the PvP talents. For me, they're not a PvP talents. For me, PvP is basically what people say control talents. This is a PvP talents for me, but this is my personal opinion. But for PvP, we actually have this thing, so we want to get this one. So we're going to get increase the attack of your legion by 0.4%. Here I'm going to go with the march speed. It can go up to 10%, I guess. The rest is defense or offense, it doesn't matter. Here I'm going to get this high spirits, launching the normal attacks, has 10% chance to grant you a legion. Then rage, it can go, I think if you level up this 5 times, it can go 10% to get 50 rage. You're gonna have also from the hero 30% chance to get 60 rage. You're going to also have this one, which also provide you with some rage, so your hero will going to fire up a lot. So after you get this spell High Spirit with the rage regeneration, here I may suggest to go maybe with the march speed, just because to get some more mobility, since we get this talent, and we can go with the march speed, for example getting this talent also, or maybe here getting some more attack. You get the idea. You're not going to have a lot of more points, and I will mostly focus on maybe the march speed in general, or maybe this one or this one, since we pick one of these, but both these skills are pretty nice, so depending on which one you pick, you can go and level up the other one. So I guess this will be for this video, guys, for Atheus in the Call of Dragons. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this video bring any value to you, please hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video, of course. See you and bye bye.